All right, let's start with installing Docker on your local system. So to install Docker, it's very simple. You can just go to docker.com. So here you have to download this Docker desktop, okay, on your computer. So if you're using Mac or Windows, you have all the options. All right. So in my case, I'll just download for Mac. All right. So in your case, you can just go with Windows or Linux or whatever operating system you are using. All right, and once you are done, it's very simple, just like how you install a typical software, right? So that way you can install the Docker. Once you're done with the installation, you can just go to just open this Docker desktop. So it will automatically run the Docker engine on your system. Okay, so here there are some options. If you're using it for the first time, okay, I did not install it again because Docker is already there in my system. And you can also just log in to the Docker, and once you log in, you will see this kind of interface. Okay, so these are some of my test images. Okay, so as you can see, we have the containers, images, volumes, builds, models, Docker Hub, and Docker Scout. So I'm not going to go go to each of these and explain everything, but some of the important things as we discussed in the Docker section right earlier in this video. So the first thing you can see here is the Docker container. Okay, so the container is like the real thing created from the image. Okay, so I think I should tell you, show you first about this images. So this image is like a blueprint. Okay, so blueprint of your project. So it's kind of a recipe when you make your food, right? So now let's say Python 3.11 or Python 3.10 or Python 3.11 is an image that already has the Python 3.11 installed. Okay, so you can just use it inside the container. You can use these images to build the containers. Now what is containers again? A containers is like a real thing created from the image. Okay, so if an image is a recipe, the container is the actual cooked food. Now for example, if the Python is the image, the container is the Python project created using Python, right? So it's like that. Now when Docker is there in your system, and when you run Docker run Python colon 3.11 or 3.10, whatever the version it is, you will get a container with the Docker running inside of this container. Okay, and then we also have the Docker file, which is not here in the interface, but it will be in your in your project directories. Okay, so the Docker file is like your own custom recipe. It will have some instructions to run your project. Okay, so here you write some write the steps to run your project, and Docker will follow these steps to create an image. So once the image is created, then you Dockerize it. So don't get confused. If it is confused, definitely it is confused for the beginners, and we are going to see everything in action in this video only. All right, so the next thing is this Docker Hub. This is one of the things that I wanted to show you. So this Docker Hub is, just think of this Docker Hub like a big store of images. Okay, so just like GitHub stores the code, source code, right? So there's a Docker Hub stores Docker images. Here you will find a PostgreSQL image, MySQL image, Redis image, Celery image, Python image. Everything is pre-built. You don't have to install it or set up anything here in the Docker. Okay, so anything which is needed, like a PostgreSQL database if you need, Python if you need, Redis if you need, you can just come here to the Docker Hub and just use it from here. Okay, so I'll show you how to use you know how to use the PostgreSQL database from this got a Docker Hub also. Okay, so and another thing is Docker Compose, which is of course not here, but Docker Compose is like a manager. I think I have already explained you about Docker Compose in the earlier section of this video, but actually Docker Compose is like a manager that can work, or you know, that can run many containers at once. Okay, I'm explaining this to you again because now, you know, after a few minutes we are going to work on these Docker files and Docker Compose. Okay, so just I'm giving you just a refresh of this topics. All right, so now what happens when you have when you want to your Django React project, you have to run your backend, you have to run your front end, and you have to run the database. All right, now in Docker Compose, what happens, you simply write the instructions, and this docker compose.yml file, it will actually take one command and it will just run all of them parallelly. Okay, backend will run, front end will run, and also database will also run. Okay, so those are some of the things that you need to understand before we start working on the project that we want to Dockerize.